It's time for Evanston Sports Live on MyLocalRadio.com and on the radio at KNYN 99.1 FM. Red Devil Sports are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, Ready, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uinta County School District No. 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College Evanston Campus, and Uinta BOCES No. 1, Mountain West Business Solutions, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankham, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, the Come On in Casper, and G7 Propane. Now let's head to the booth with the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Elan Olliff.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lander Valley High School's Bill Bush Stadium here in Lander, Wyoming, for today's matchup between the Evanston Red Devils and the Lander Valley Tigers. A familiar opponent for the Red Devils, as they will be taking on former Evanston Red Devil coach Jim Burton and the Tigers. And this one does not quite count for conference, as that will start next week with the game against Green River, but pride is on the line, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a great pregame show for you today, brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. We've got interviews with both coaches in tonight's contest, as well as our Red Devil Corner segment with Coach Tara Lawler of the volleyball team, as they are on a bit of a roll lately. Yes, they lost to Natrona County last night in a 4-set matchup, but breaking news, they just beat Campbell County and Cheyenne Central in their first two games of the Cheyenne tournament. So looking good right there this year, as that is going to be a lot of fun. But when we come back, it'll be the scene set. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Cazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Cazin's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse of what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven at 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today, 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
What is Uinta BOCES No. 1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES No. 1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast booth here for our scene set on our Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show from the visitors press box at Bill Bush Stadium here in Lander, Wyoming. Evanston out there in their white uniforms, red numerals with a clean red helmet. They've been road warriors as of late, playing 3 of their last 4 in these road whites. Lander in a all green uniform with black helmets and that Lander Valley Tiger logo on the side. When you look at the numbers for this one, you would think it favors the Red Devils, as Evanston comes in as the number 2 rushing team in the 3A, averaging 210 yards a game, and tied for second for most touchdowns on the ground with 7, while Lander Valley comes in the number 8th rushing team with 170 yards per game with 3 touchdowns. In the passing, Lander Valley just a little bit better than Evanston. They come in number 9, Evanston number 10, 111 yards per game to Evanston's 88. But when it comes to touchdowns, Evanston to interception ratio, it's exactly the same. 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions in the air. Overall offense, though, Evanston does have a little bit of separation thanks to that rushing offense, 298 yards per game to Lander Valley's 282 per game. Defensive stats looks like it will favor Lander Valley here as they come in as the number 2 rushing offense or defense in the 3A. So you got the number 2 rushing offense versus the number 2 rushing defense. So that's definitely going to be something to keep your eye on. Passing defense, though, Evanston is the better passing defense, allowing 3 yards less per game. Overall defense, though, Lander Valley, the number 4 team defense in the state, allowing 208 yards per game. Evanston at 302 comes in number 9. Names to keep an eye on in the rushing. Braden Wallace, the Evanston senior, is the number 1 rusher in 3A, averaging 111 yards per game. The duo of Braden Baker and Caleb Larvey, each with around 65 yards per game. In the passing, you've got Paxton Hollingshead. He averages 110 yards a game to Evanston's Bronson Sims, who averages around 71 yards per game. And receiving, only 1 top 10 receiver going to be on the field tonight. It's Braden Johnson Baker with 53 yards per game. That's what it looks like here at Bill Bush Stadium. When we come back, we're going to have our Red Devil Corner segment with Evanston Volleyball head coach Tara Lawler. Again, they lost their first conference match to Natrona County last night in 4 sets. It was a thriller, but they came back for some revenge in a best-of-3 tournament format. They beat the Cheyenne Central Indians in 3, and they sweep the Campbell County Camels. So they're on a roll over there against some tight competition in the 4A East. So exciting things happening on the volleyball court for the Red Devils. And we'll hear from Coach Tara Lawler right after this on our Red Devil Corner segment. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
At T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston, we have your car covered. From collision repair to glass replacement and complete vehicle restorations, our team makes it look like new. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston, across from the cemetery.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Welcome to the Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, here with Evanston Lady Red Devils volleyball head coach Tara Lawler. Coach Lawler, we didn't get a chance to catch you over in Idaho Falls. Tell us how that went for you guys.
It was a great tournament, wonderful competition. We predominantly played 5A and 6A teams, and so it was a great opportunity to have our girls see a little bit quicker offense, faster defense, tougher serves. It was a really good 2 days of volleyball for us.
How does that prepare you for, the conference opener in Natrona County, playing those 5A, 6A teams in Idaho, getting ready to take on one of the bigger 4A teams in the state?
Definitely, I think it should help us. There was a couple of sets that we got behind, and we were able to battle back. We didn't give up. Some tough serving got us back in the game, and a few of those matches we won, a few of those sets we won. We lost a few there, but definitely afterward, the girls realized what we learned was probably far better than a win in our record. We played up, we raised the bar, and so that's what we needed to do. Our hitters were being more strategic, and they saw the court better. Back row defense, we were still at that point trying to make some accommodations from Cassie Barker being out with her ankle injury and putting some new people in, and they did a good job. But there were times that we missed some blocks, and so defense needed to fill the void on those. So we tried to accommodate a little bit there, and the girls did a good job doing that, filling in and stepping up. So it was a great weekend of good competition.
I understand that now that the season's over, you guys are going to be taking on Natrona County. Excuse me. I understand that Natrona County is one of the teams that has probably seen a lot of improvement over the year. What are you guys looking at for against this team, and what are you guys preparing for?
Well, we've sent film out to all of the girls, and if they have time in between homework and volleyball and everything else, we've asked them to watch Huddle, and they have. And so I feel like we definitely need to serve tough, and they have a couple of big hitters. They have tendencies, and so our defense is aware of those tendencies. And so right now, I think it goes back to us controlling our game. We need to put up a good block. Even if we don't get our hands on the block, we need to make sure we go up solid on every attack from Natrona, so then our back row defense can get in alignment properly. If our front row blockers don't go up, it's free for all. Our back row doesn't know how to set. And so we'll be focusing and stressing, no matter what, go up, take a portion of the net away, so our defense can react from there. We need to serve tough, and we need to continue with our ball control. I still think that our biggest strength of this year's season is all of our girls have, I think, a higher than average level of ball control, and they're smart, they're strategic. They know where to put the ball, or they know where to put the ball to buy us time, to allow us opportunities to reset, so that we can be more efficient the next opportunity we have. And so we just need to we need to play our ball. And I feel like if we do that, whatever Natrona throws at us, we'll be pretty prepared. We also need to keep our kids injury free and get girls back on the court.
Coach, where do you feel like this group has improved the most in the tournament season, now that you guys are kind of done with that preseason and going into conference play?
Well, I think that they knew from summer volleyball camps and our team camp in Utah. I think the girls realized they had a lot of potential. It was just getting the confidence of doing it maybe instead of 5 or 6 times out of 10, now doing it 7, 8, or 9 times out of 10. But they're trusting each other, and they're trusting what each other's tendencies are. So they know what ball's theirs. And as soon as they miss their ball, they own it. They're like, that's me. I got that. I'll fix that. And so I think the biggest improvement that we've made is just that confidence that we started a good thing back in July, it really started back in April with spring volleyball and all the touches that we've had in the summer workouts. But it's that confidence of knowing, I know I can do it. Now I just need to make sure I do it for my teammates, and being strategic. So ball control, I think, has continued to improve, and being strategic, both the girls front row, even with girls back row, who we're serving, why we're serving seams. We don't just go put the ball in the court. We're putting the ball in the court for a purpose, to either the right zone or the right player or whatever we're seeing that's going to give us our best chances.
In the past, quadrant record would be the big games that you guys were looking at in the postseason. Now with the realignment, it is conference record that's going to determine your guys' seeding regionals. How do you get the girls to kind of flip that mindset into like, all right, game on, these are the games that matter now, not just another preseason game?
I think they just get it. I think they just understand. They know it's a conference game. They know we're going to Casper. It's 3 days in playing volleyball in Casper with Natrona first, and then the Casper Invite Friday and Saturday. And we're only looking at it game 1, match 1, set 1, 1 by 1. Obviously this Thursday game is big and huge. Friday and Saturday, we can go back and play with our lineup and try to accommodate for injuries and see what we need to do. But Thursday, we just need to go out and play and realize this is it. In Idaho Falls, we played a team that was black and orange. And so I joked with the girls, this is our practice for Natrona. We got to get the mindset right now. In Idaho Falls, it was against Malad. It was our very last match of the day, of day 2. So they were tired. So afterward, they're like, we're going to be fresh for Natrona. So we've been talking about it. They're prepared. They know it matters. And so I think they'll be ready.
Coach, last question for you. You bring back quite a bit from last year, but talk to me what it's been like to kind of get to know these girls. You guys have kind of been road warriors with the exception of the Border Wars, having these girls on the road, seeing them on and off the court when they're 1 year older, 1 year kind of more mature. What's it been kind of like to get to know them in their development as young women?
They're just a great group of girls. They work exceptionally hard. They are in the gym for a purpose, and that's to get better as a team. They communicate well together. I think that's probably their biggest strength off the court. They communicate well. So when they're on the court, they get each other. But they're smart student athletes, and they're determined. And I think from last year's experience, they know what they want to do this year. And so with our senior leadership, this is their last rodeo going at it. And so they're ready to go out and prove something. A lot of them have with Jaylee being a starter for 4 years, she wants to go out with a bang. And I think the excitement of knowing we get to host regionals this year, that feels like a bonus extension to our season to be able to play at home. And so it's just a special season. They're a special group of girls, and I think they can feel it. They know they have something special, and that's not me. That's all them. That's them creating that with each other. And I'm just lucky to be a part of it.
That's Coach Tara Lawler, head coach for Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck and safe travels in Casper. We're going to be rooting for you. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys.
Big thank you to Coach Tara Lawler for joining us on Red Devil Corner. Of course, Evanston did not get the win against Natrona County yesterday, but man, they've come back firing as they are 2-0 at the Casper Invite with wins over Cheyenne Central and Campbell County. So really good wins for the Lady Red Devils. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. First, we'll hear from Lander Valley coach Jim Burton. Old friend of the broadcast, excited to hear from him, and we'll have it right after this. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole family, book your stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. It's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy has printed out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome to the Allingford Brothers Pregame Coaches Show, joined now by Jim Burton, of course. Many of you know him as the former coach of the Evanston Red Devils. Now he's the coach of the Lander Valley Tigers. Coach, I don't know if I'll ever not introduce you as one of Evanston's own because it just feels disrespectful. But you're now with Lander. It's your second year there. Talk to me about some of the differences that you've kind of seen between the first and the second year now that people are kind of starting to get a handle on the system and how you like to run things.
Things are getting moving up. I think kids are getting used to me as a coach, as a person. I think in the community, they're kind of getting used to who I am and what I'm about. And again, we're all about raising, these young people and making them hopefully contributing members of society first, making them, better students, the better athlete parts is coming along as well. But again, we've got to make sure that we're teaching. I do take coaching as a teaching job. It's a teaching moment. And one, teaching them the basics of the game, but two, teaching them the basics of life. So I think people are starting to get that idea that I'm really all about these kids.
Talk to me real quick about the personnel that you have on the field. I mean, last year you started a lot of younger guys. This year, those guys are all a little bit more experienced, a little bit more mature. Talk to us about what we can expect to see from the Tigers this year.
Yeah, so you've got a little bit more experience than last year. Those kids that were sophomores starting last year, a ton of them, are now juniors. They've had a year under their belt. They kind of get the speed and the pace. For the most part, they're in the weight room. They're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger. But we're going to be really big up front and fairly physical. No big surprise. I like to run the ball. So that's going to obviously be a mainstay, what we try to do. The speed guys are pretty quick. We have some talent that can go the distance. It's just a matter of getting people touches and making sure people are getting the ball where we need it. Our quarterback is in his second year. System's a little different than it has been historically, but as far as offensive system, so we're still learning a little bit on that front, but he's more comfortable in the pocket. He's more comfortable scrambling when need to. So that's a good thing. Just more experienced, a little more depth than last year. We had a bigger turnout. We had some kids come out, some older kids who haven't played in a couple of years that have come back out to football. So getting them up to speed has been kind of a priority. Just more experience, deeper than we were last year.
What's the offseason buy-in been like for the Tigers? I mean, it's always interesting to see the transition between year one and year two, where you have a full offseason to kind of implement what you like to do. What was that first offseason like, and what kind of buy-in did you get
Yeah, and
from them?
it's interesting because Lander's a little smaller than Evanston, so we have less kids. We're still 3A in everything, and so we have to use those kids. We're still a pretty small town, so off season's a little difficult because you're vying against basketball and wrestling and track and soccer and all those other sports. But for the most part, those kids are either involved with the sport or they're with us lifting or getting ready. So that was a good buy-in. Summertime's a little crazy around here. It's a real summertime place. People are coming and going and doing all sorts of things. But for the most part, those kids got in and worked really hard and showed some good gains. Again, they grew, they got bigger. Most of them, we got faster times on our 40s, okay, faster on our shuttles. The big guys can really move, which is really impressive that they are, fairly big and strong. I've got a couple guys, deadlifting, over 600 pounds, just pushing some weight around but still being able to run. So that's good.
Coach, you take on Evanston on Friday. Of course, this is only your second year with Lander, so you still have a lot of really good connections with Evanston. Talk to me about just kind of what you know from the talent you're going to see on the field. What are some things you guys are expecting to see from Evanston on Friday night?
Again, they're pretty good up front on both sides of the ball. The defensive line is a little smaller, but they're very athletic. They're very physical with their hands. They're pretty disciplined as well. The O-line is strong and disciplined. They're pretty good at what they do, as both as the pulling and all the down blocking and things they do. Again, they're pretty run-centric initially. You got to deal with Sims, who's just a tough kid. He's a pretty good quarterback, but he's just a tough kid. I mean, anybody can get on wild horses and buck him out. It is crazy. But that's a tough kid that we have to contend with. He's pretty dangerous with his arm, but he also will pull it down and run it with. And I was joking the other day that he still misses, running the old veer. So he wants to run the ball when he gets a chance. You notice when he gets outside the pocket, he's not afraid to take it. Wallace is an explosive runner who runs hard. He's getting good looks, and then he's making the most of those opportunities. And name's slipping me right now. Big 88. Clayton Cook. Yeah. I can never get those Cook kids all squared away, but Clayton is another big guy. He's a big part of what they do, offense and defense. So we got to know where those guys are and what they're doing. And it's Evanston. It's historical. They're going to run trap. So the fullback's going to get the ball, and it's going to make you look stupid a couple times before you figure it out. So defensively, they're kind of similar. We're both running that odd front. 3-5 in more of a runs type downs, and they're more of a 3-4 in passing situations, long distance, really similar to what we do. It's what we did when I was there. So no big surprises. Obviously, they're going to tweak things and do things the way they want. But we just got to keep an eye on a few kids and then take care of ourselves.
Where do you feel like this group has the potential to improve the most by the time the season's over, considering it is a young group and you'll have most of them for at least another year?
Big thing here is their timing and being together in the system. That's a huge part of passing game, and that's where we've struggled is timing. And then, identifying, open routes versus open receivers, man versus zone, what kind of looks we're getting. So identifying what the defense is giving us, and then we just need to take advantage of it. And that's been something we're working on. That's something we've been lacking a little bit. At times we look like we can read a defense and make good reads, but at times we don't. And that's not just, that's the backs reading blocks. That's the receivers reading coverages. That's the quarterback reading, all the above, right? So just understanding what the defense is giving us, and then defensively, what formation is it? What's their favorite things to do out of that formation, and who are the big threats, right? And so once we've identified that, I think this group is getting better at knowing what to look for. We are still struggling to start fast. And that's something we've been, again, emphasizing this week is we got to come out faster. We started slow against Green River, ended up working out for us. We started slow against Powell, and we just never got back from it. So got to start a little faster, and hopefully that's the room improvement is reading the defense and offense and then just starting faster.
That's Coach Jim Burton, head coach for the Lander Valley Tigers. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Looking forward to the game on Friday. Best of luck. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Hey, thanks. Go Tigers.
Big thank you to Jim Burton for joining us on our pregame coaches show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. For all your sand, cement, and gravel needs, contact Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll hear from Evanston's own Steve Moore on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN, all part of the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show.
Engines and transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions and engines.
Is pain holding you back from doing the things you love? At Evanston Regional Hospital, our expert physical therapist can help you get back to feeling your best. We offer personalized treatment plans designed to address your specific needs. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or simply looking to improve your mobility, don't let pain control your life. Take control of your health and get moving again. Ask your family doctor if physical therapy is right for you, or call one of our therapy departments directly. Evanston Regional Hospital, because your movement matters.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Welcome back to the Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show here with Evanston Red Devil football coach Steve Moore. Coach Moore, man, a showdown in Riverton. It's one of those ones that you hate to be on the losing end of, but just overall a really, really great football game. What did you guys feel like you learned from it?
Yeah, it was a great competitive football game. I think two evenly matched teams. You know, you look at the first half and the second half, it's kind of tell of two halves. Second quarter, we dominated with ball control and moving and running the clock. I think they got one possession in the second quarter, and then third quarter it flipped and they controlled the ball and we got one possession in third. So it's really even in terms of that. Breaking down film, there's a lot of things that we picked up that we need to work on, and hopefully we've got some things ironed out this week that'll make us a better football team.
You guys take on Lander and a familiar opponent and former Red Devil head coach Jim Burton. But from what you and I have talked about, it's not the same kind of Burton offense that we're used to seeing. He's kind of opened it up a little bit more. How do you keep the kids kind of focused on this is not what we are expecting, not what you ran, and try not to get overconfident because it is an opponent that you guys are so familiar with?
We've shown them. We watch film. We've shown them on cards with scout team offense, kind of what they do offensively. It is different. It's not what we're used to Coach Burton running. He'll do a full house backfield, and then he'll open it up into what we call brown and gold. It's 2x1 set. He'll bring down the one wide out to a tight end. So he has opened it up, and they got some running backs. He's got a couple running backs that run the ball very, very hard. He's got some good players. It's a much improved football team from last year. You can see a lot of growth, and they've put some time into it. And they're doing a lot of really good things.
It's interesting because there's one thing I noticed on when I was watching film of them is there seems to be a lot of speed there as well, much like Evanston. How do you kind of visualize that matchup going speed versus speed, and how do you take the upper hand when the physical, I guess, abilities are so even?
Yeah, I think both teams are probably going to try to get the edge a little bit, and take advantage of the speed that we do have. They do have some speed. They got playmakers, and so do we. So I think it's going to be another highly competitive football game. Obviously, it's up there this year, and he'll have his kids rolling, and hopefully we can get up there and get a W.
How do you guys prepare to go into Lander? If I remember correctly, 2 years ago when we went, it was a loud, raucous crowd. It's a good environment. How do you guys prepare to kind of block out the noise and just focus on the game?
Yeah, that's the environment we want to go into, but we got to worry about us. And I've stressed this all preseason. I call these first 4 games preseason until we get into conference. And we're worried about Evanston. We're worried about us. We're breaking our film down. We're trying to be the best version of us that we can possibly be. Obviously, we look at film. We look at our opponent. We coach up what they're doing and what we need to do against it. But our focus is on the Evanston Red Devils, and if we can improve each week, week in and week out, that's our goal. That's our focus.
You mentioned that the focus is Evanston, and you want to improve each week in, week out. What's going to be something you guys will look into improve in this matchup?
Linebacker play has been a big focus this week, just breaking down film and watching our backers. We've got to do a better job playing downhill. We got to do a better job reading our keys. We spent time yesterday with our JV down playing at North Summit, just with our older kids, just reading our keys. I think we're getting our eyes in the backfield. So hopefully you'll see some improvement there with our linebacker play. We've really focused on that.
Do you feel like there was an area of improvement that you got out of that Riverton game?
Passing game for sure. Bronson threw the ball well. We caught the ball well. Had 150 yards passing. And that was a focus. Coach Barker made that a focus last week to improve our passing game and get more kids involved touching the ball. I felt like we did a good job with that.
As you end the preseason, as you say, because next week it's homecoming, it's the first conference game against Green River. What are you mentioned linebacker play is a big improvement, but what is another, I guess, intangible thing that you guys are looking to kind of have in your cap exiting preseason going into the regular season?
Well, we gotta be assignment sound. We've taught these guys a lot of football in a short amount of time. But I think it comes down to knowing what you're supposed to do, and that's going to make you a step quicker. If you're trying to think about what you need to do, you're slow. And I think if we're assignment sound, there's no questions. We can be a step quicker and just go play, because our kids are physical. They like to fly around. They like to play. But I think if we can take that next step where there's no guessing, there's no questions. They know exactly what their job is. Trust your buddy next to you that they're going to do their job. And if we all get on the same page, it's just going to overall make us a better football team for sure.
I understand that you guys are kind of dealing with the bug that's going around town right now. Is there any major substitutions that you're preparing to make? I know it's not game day yet, and a lot of these things will be game day decisions, but any major substitutions you're preparing to make that could change things?
Yeah, nothing major yet. Obviously, it's only Wednesday. We still got a couple days. I think I'll know here in about a half hour. I think we'll have our full squad out there for the most part tonight. Hopefully, we can stay healthy. Hopefully, stay healthy the rest of the year. But when you're dealing with so many kids, it's probably not going to be the case. But we do have the bug going around. Some kids are not feeling well. But every team's going through that. Every team faces adversity. It's just part of the game. But I feel good about our next guys up. And we talk about it all the time. When your number's called, you need to be ready to go. And we've done more rotating this year, I feel like, than years past. So I feel comfortable with the guys coming in. And I feel like they'll be prepared and we'll be okay.
That's Coach Steve Moore, head coach for Evanston Red Devil football. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck. Travel safe. We'll be pulling for you. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Thank you. And people traveling up. Travel safely and travel home safely. And next week's a big week, but we're not looking past this one. We got to get this one first, and then and then we'll welcome in the Wolves. So travel safe, and thank you for all you do. Go Big Red.
Welcome back to the Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show here with Evan.
Sorry about that. Malfunction on my part. Well, big thank you to Coach Steve Moore for joining us on the pregame coaches show. Brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. 307-789-1515 for all your cement, sand, and gravel needs. We're going to go ahead and step aside as right now they're doing the coin toss. We'll let you know what the results are of that right after this with our keys of the game and our team intro. We are about 5 minutes away from kickoff on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES #1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
Our national anthem performed, and we are ready for kickoff here in Lander Valley. Let's go to our Keys of the Game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. Our first key to the game today, it is going to be do your 111th. That's what we hear Coach talk about all the time. Just stay assignment sound, and everything will take care of itself. Key number 2. Keep that intensity that you had in the Riverton game. Yeah, they lost that one, but it was a very, very close matchup because of the intensity and the never give up that Evanston had in that. Key number 3, win the trenches. We know that's going to be a big one, as this is the number 2 rush offense, Evanston, versus the number 2 rush defense, Lander Valley. As we now get ready for kickoff right here. Oh, and we'll clear the T7 propane board. Lander Valley in the green. Evanston in the white. Lander Valley lined up on the right side as Evanston won the coin toss. They deferred, and Lander Valley will receive. Back to receive for the Tigers. It is Finn McFadden. Kicking off for the Red Devils, it is Sergio Lozano. And we are underway as that one will roll out of bounds for an illegal procedure. And the Tigers will start on their own 35-yard line. Led by quarterback Paxton Hollingshead, the junior. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit more for you. Here we go. As Hollingshead, of course, with that Jim Burton offense, expect a lot of running. Actually, they're going to re-kick this thing off, it looks like. So, Lozano will get ready to go. Usually Victor Lozano has been kicking for Evanston since the injury to Mendez. Now Sergio Lozano will kick for Evanston. And we've been told that Brooks Searle will be the field goal kicker. Sergio, nice straight kick, caught and returned by Lander Valley, getting through the pile and out to the 45. It is Finn McFadden, and that's where the Tigers will start, as Paxton Hollingshead and company will lead the crew out. So 1st and 10 on their own 45, and where is the clock? There it is, 11:54 left in the first quarter. The clock is dead off to my left, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Hollingshead with the handoff goes to Parker Burton as he'll go around the pile, picks up maybe a gain of about 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 49 on the far hash after the gain by Burton. Hollingshead goes under center, full house backfield, meaning 3 running backs back there. As the clock continues to roll. Hands off. This time it is, looks like Baker, Braden Baker, just short of the 1st down. Gain of about 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 from the Evanston 47.
Hold them here, let's go.
Clock reads 10:44.
I thought it was 10:40, but I can't see. I just can't see once you're standing there.
Hollingshead goes under center, takes the snap, hands it off up the gut, and they'll pick up the 1st down. Pickup of about 4 on the play, and that was Caleb Larvey. So all 3 backs being used so far by Coach Burton, as it'll be 1st and 10 from the Evanston 42. This is how you get success in this offense, is pick up these chunk yards and kind of chip away. Hollingshead drops back, looking to pass, throws, and that is incomplete. Would have been caught around the 35-yard line. Couldn't get the number of the intended receiver. It was number 2, Juan Rivera.
He's a little halfback.
Clock stops with 9:59 left in the first.
Come on, D! Come on, White, let's go!
Under center, Hollingshead. Three in the backfield for Lander. Takes the snap, pitches it out to Baker. He'll turn upfield and get about 5 yards on the play. Second down. As there's a flag on the field, we'll see if this is coming back. Judging from the reaction across the field as Taryn Hawes comes off the field, it's going to be holding on Lander Valley. So that'll push them back 10 yards. All the way back to their own.
Let's go, get pumped.
47-yard line, 48-yard line.
Stay home.
Dead center of the field. Stay on him. Second down and 10, or 20 rather. Shotgun formation for Hollingshead. Takes the snap, looking to pass, instead tucks it and runs right into a pile of Red Devils. Clayton Cook was in on the play. Also, got to give credit to Zane Chapman as well.
Come on, boys.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 20 coming up.
Grab him back. Big step. Let's go, White.
A small but loud contingency of Red Devil fans here in Lander Valley. Third and 20. Hollingshead in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass, dumps that one short, caught by Baker. He goes up the middle, and he will get dropped down at the 35-yard line. So a gain of about 18 on the play, but it'll still be 4th down.
We're going, let's go.
They'll spot him at the 23-yard line. 4th and 2. We'll see if they decide to go for it.
Better late than never. We got flashed by the coppers, so we decided we shouldn't. Was Sheila driving?
Under center, Hollingshead.
Just assume that's me. Well, I just know you that. Yeah, she knows me or something.
And Hollingshead going to go for the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be short. Maybe gets a yard on the play. No, they give it to him. They give him both yards. And a 4th down conversion out to the 30 of Evanston. So the Tigers continue to move as the clock continues to drain. 7 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Hollingshead goes under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Burton, and he will go forward. Check that out. It's actually changed that. It's Howard Johnson Baker, number 1. He'll pick up about 2 yards on the play. Six minutes, 58 seconds and counting remaining in the first quarter. Packed backfield for Hollingshead. Takes the snap, pitches it out to Bart. This is Burton, who will pick up an additional 3, and it should be about 2nd and 5. Or 3rd and 5, excuse me. Clock stops with 6 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Third down and 4. Ball on the 28 of Evanston. Hollingshead Hands off to Johnson Baker. And he will maybe get a yard on the play. Makes it 4th down and 1. So picked up 3. As the Tigers have had the ball from the very start, and already just over 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Hollingshead goes under center. Takes the snap, and it looks like he kept it himself. And he's going to be short. As that was Caleb Larvey, actually. And they're going to give it to him. Kind of tough to tell from the angle we're at here, so when they get into that far end of the field, it's almost like looking at the field diagonally. Because right now, Lander Valley moving the ball pretty effectively. Picking up 3 yards here, 4 yards there. Kind of a death by 1,000 cuts type system run here at Lander Valley. Hollingshead goes under center. Hands this one off to Baker, and he's wrapped up and brought down by Clayton Cook. No gain on the play, if any. 2nd down. Ball around the 17-yard line of Evanston. Hollingshead under center. Pitches it back out to Johnson Baker. Turns upfield. This could be trouble. Out to the 10-yard line as Baker comes up just shy of the 1st down. And it'll be 3rd and about 1. Hollingshead under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Larvey, and a group of Red Devils just get to him and bring him down on 3rd down. Breckenridge in on the play, as well as Riker Pace. And actually, they're going to say he got 2 yards on that. So 1st and goal, Lander Valley. Ball on the Evanston 9. Hollingshead drops back, looking to pass, throws, and that is intercepted in the end zone. Brooks Searle with another big pick, and the Red Devils will get it back on the 20 as he falls down in the end zone. And with how methodical that drive was by Lander Valley, to give up points on that drive took almost 9 minutes off the board. If they were to get points on that, they would put Evanston behind the 8 ball for a minute, as that pick puts Evanston back in control. Red Devils have Sims under center. Strong I formation for Evanston. Breckenridge in the fullback position. Pitches it out to Wallace, and he will go up the far sideline. Pickup of about 8 or 9 on the play. So out to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 3 coming up. Flag on the play on the near sideline, and it's against Lander Valley.
Go, White, keep going.
That'll march Evanston all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Devin Parks, he texts me, says be careful what we say because we can.
My mom just texted me, said that we can hear your whole conversation. I'm like, oh, sorry. I got the same text from my other son.
I'm sorry.
Sims in the shotgun, takes the snap. Hands that one off to Wallace. He'll go to the far sideline, and he will get to about the 47 of Lander Valley, and the Red Devils moving the ball effectively in this first drive and moving it quickly, which is important. 2 minutes, 54 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. No score on the T7 propane board. Haven't mentioned that yet. As it looked like Lander Valley was well on their way to scoring, and then an interception in the end zone by Brooke Searle turned this thing back to the Red Devils. Strong eye formation. Rich, the fullback. Wallace, the deep back. It's Wallace on the handoff, and he will go all the way up. Pick up the first down on 2nd and 3. So a good run there by Wallace into Lander Valley territory. All the way out to the Lander Valley 45 as Brooke Searle will check in for the Red Devils. Sims under center. Rich the fullback again. Wallace the deep back. Takes the snap, pitches out to Breckenridge, and he will go forward. Pickup of about 1 on the play. Good to see Brecken healthy after his baseball season ended a little bit earlier than I think Outlaw fans would have liked. Definitely a contributor on the diamond as much as he is on the gridiron. Ball on the 43-yard line of Lander Valley. Sims sends a man in motion, pitches it out to Wallace. He'll take off on the near sideline, cross the 40 to the 35, and is brought down. It's going to be close to a first down for Wallace. In on the play was Larvey for the Tigers, and they're going to mark him just a yard short. 3rd and 1 after the gain of 7 by Wallace. Another strong eye formation. This time it's Hanks in the fullback position. Sims hands off to Wallace. He'll go straight ahead and gets pushed back, but he'll actually lose yardage on the play. And it is 4th and 1. No gain on the play.
Good job, White.
Nope, they're going to give it to him, it looks like. The white hat just came out and said first down Evanston.
Okay, let's go.
Ball on the 35-yard line of Lander Valley. Sims under center. Now you've got Wallace and Hanks reversing as it'll be a handoff to Braxton Hanks. Check that. That's actually Jesse Page who will take off and pick up about 8 or 9. Name another football team in the country where the quarterback is 22, the running back is 2, and the other running backs are 23 and 28. something unique about this Red Devil team. 2nd down and 1 after the gain of 9 by Hanks from the Red Devil, or excuse me, the 26 of Lander Valley. Sims takes the snap, handoff to Page, and he will bounce off of a few Tigers. Pick up the 1st down and a gain of about 3 on the play. And Evanston continues to move the chains, but 4 seconds left in the quarter, and that is probably going to be the final play of the 1st quarter. So 1 down, 3 to go. No score on the T7 Propane board. The Red Devils will be back with the ball after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Top quality tools for your project. Triangle Bar Equipment Evanston has you covered. Small tools to heavy equipment. We have exactly what you need to get the job done. Triangle Bar Equipment in Evanston. Call 307-789-2639 today.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Here in the 2nd quarter, Sims looking to pass, throws towards the, looks like 10-yard line, caught by Breckenridge, and a gain of about 9 or 10 on the play. It'll be close. So 2nd down and 1 on the Lander Valley 11. Sims in the gun, has, looks like Rich off the right hip, and we got a whistle. It's going to be a false start against Evanston. That'll push them back to the 11-yard line of Lander Valley. On the near hash, strong eye formation. Rich, the fullback. Wallace, the deep back. Takes the snap, pitches it out to Wallace. He'll turn towards the near sideline. Gets out to the 5 and shoved out of bounds at the corner. Apologies for the obstructed camera angle. It's dealing with what we can here at this setup, as that was a great run by Braden Wallace. 1st and goal for the Red Devils from about the 8-yard line. Sims under center. Strong eye formation again. Hands it off to Wallace. Goes off the right tackle. Wrapped up. Brought down Juan Rivera, the first one there. Brings up 2nd down and goal here. Early 2nd quarter. No score on the T7 Propane board. No gain on that one. So they'll be on the 8. Sims in the gun with Rich off his right hip. 2 wide receivers on each end. Brings Wallace in motion. Fumbles by Sims. Now he rolls out towards the right side, and he is chased out of bounds. Braden Baker was there first. And it'll be 3rd and goal after that loss. So it'll take Evanston back to the 16-yard line.
He was trying to. Let's go, White. We're good.
Big 3rd down right now for the Red Devils. Need to go 16 yards. 3rd and goal. Sims shielding his eyes with his hands as he looks towards the left. Sims drops back. Looking to pass. Throws. That is caught. Around the 5-yard line. Brooks Searle. And that'll bring up 4th down. As Sims will jog off the field, and Brooks Searle looks like he's going to attempt the field goal for Evanston. Kick is up, and it is good. No good. It hit the bottom. So, still 0-0 as we'll set things up for Lander Valley. They'll take over. So 1st and 10 on their own 15 for the Tigers. So correction on my part, it went wide, the field goal. Timeout taken by Lander Valley as they were standing on the sideline for an awfully long time. So we'll take it as well. You're tuned into First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
Second quarter action, no score on the T7 propane board as Lander Valley will take over on their own 20-yard line. Hollingshead in the gun. Takes the snap, hands off to Larvey, brought down in the backfield, met by a whole host of Red Devils. Hanks, Pace, all in on the tackle. As they lose one on the play. 2nd down and 11 from their own 19. In the gun, split backs for the Tigers. 2nd down. Takes the snap, hands off to Larvey, and he will bust through. He's off towards the 40, the 50, the speed to the other 40, 30, 20. He is gone. Touchdown, Lander Valley from 81 yards out. So the Tigers strike first on a quick, explosive play for Braden Baker. And that'll send out number 17. Don't see a number 17 on the roster they give us, but I see a 29 who's not there. So I think that's Caleb Andrews to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So Lander Valley strikes first, 7-0 on the T7 board. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callus Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callus Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
7-0 Tigers on the T7 Propane board. An 81 touchdown gallop by Braden Baker with 8:02 left in the second quarter. Red Devils now will receive. Didn't get to receive all week last week as the kicker for Riverton is able to kind of boot that one into the end zone more often than not. So Searle and Wallace will get a chance to bring this one back. And it's a low kick. It'll actually be Bridger Roberts who gets it. Pretty much a squib kick almost as Roberts brings it in on the bounce and out to the Evanston 45. So good field position for the Red Devils to start the drive. Down by 7 as Bridger Roberts makes the play on special teams. 1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Sims under center. Check that. He's in the gun. Thought he was there. Hand off to Rich. And he will get to the 50. Keep the feet moving. And the pile pushes him all the way to the 45. A 9-yard gain for Breckenridge. Second down, ball on the 46-yard line of the Tigers. Sims in the gun, sends 2 in motion, actually completely changes up the formation. Goes from a spread to a bunch. Sims takes off and runs across the 45. Into the waiting arms of a Lander Valley Tiger, but not before he picks up an Evanston first down, as that'll put it on the 43-yard line of Lander Valley. But there's a flag on the play, and it's holding on Evanston. So that'll push the Red Devils back all the way to their own 40-yard line. Second down and a ways to go. Have to get to the opposite 44-yard line to pick up the first down on their own 40. Sims takes the snap. Pitches it over to Wallace on the misdirect, and Wallace fumbles the football. Picked up by Lander Valley, but the question is was he down? And that is the call from the officials. So Evanston keeps the ball, avoids disaster. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 15. Ball on the 46 of Evanston. Need to get to the opposite 44. And timeout taken by Lander Valley. We'll take it as well. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
7-0 Lander Valley on the T7 Propane board thanks to an 81-yard touchdown run by Braden Baker. The junior from Lander Valley was able to just take that thing off, as it was originally a loss of 1 on the previous play, and then Baker just takes it from his own 19 and off he goes. Red Devils with a long third down coming up. It's 3rd and 15. They are on their own 46. They have to get to the opposite side, 44, in order to pick this thing up. Passing down for the Red Devils. Sims in the gun. Takes the snap. Rolls towards his right, looking to pass, throws, and that is incomplete. Intended for Braden Wallace. Would have been caught around the 44 of Evanston. And that will bring up 4th down as Page will come out to punt it for the Red Devils. Back to receive for Lander Valley. Burton and McFadden. Takes the snap, and that's a high punt at McFadden. Fields it at the 20, now turns upfield on the far sideline out to the 40. And McFadden shoved out of bounds on the far end. They're going to give him the 30. Let's see where they spot this at. 34-yard line. So 1st and 10, Lander Valley up by 7 with 6 minutes and 12 seconds left in the half. Ball on the 34-yard line of the Tigers. Hollingshead. In the gun. Brings the man in motion, takes the snap, pitches it off on the shovel pass, and maybe gets a couple yards on the play to Finn McFadden. So he's out to the 36-yard line of Lander Valley. With about 5 minutes and 47 seconds left, it is 2nd down and 8 here in the second quarter. 36-yard line of the Tigers. Takes the snap, low snap, and hands it off on the misdirect, and still going all the way out across the 50. Huge run by Zach Larvey.
Go low, let's go.
Big first down as he takes it all the way to the 47 of the Red Devils. And after that Larvey carry, it's 1st and 10 Tigers in Red Devil territory. In the gun. Hollingshead looking for the short pass, caught by Johnson Baker, and he is crunched after the play. Pickup of about 6 or 7 as Howard Johnson Baker, the senior, and it looks like we have an injury on the play. We'll We'll go ahead and actually introduce you to your Evanston Red Devils, brought to you by Les Schwab.
Bronson Sims, senior, quarterback, defensive back.
Jordan Mendez, senior, receiver, defensive back, and kicker.
Carter Moore, senior, wide receiver and DB.
Brooke Searle, senior, safety, wide receiver.
Caden Marler, senior, outside linebacker.
Braden Wallace, junior, running back, outside linebacker.
Braxton Hanks, junior, running back, linebacker.
Dominic Stewart, junior, O-line, D-line.
Sterling Bragg, junior, receiver.
Jaden Bailey, junior, running back, linebacker.
Gabe Waltman, junior, O-line, D-line.
Jager Lichty, senior, receiver.
Luke Guild, junior, O-line, D-line.
Xander Hernandez, junior, wide receiver, defensive back.
My name is Jesse Page. I'm a senior, and I do running back and linebacker.
Victor Lozano, junior, running back, outside linebacker.
Sergio Lozano, junior, O-line, D-line.
Max Tate, junior, running back and linebacker.
I'm Carter Horton. I'm a junior. I do defensive line and receiver.
Aiden Van Vliet, junior, wide receiver and DB.
Taryn Haas, left tackle and DN.
Tony Serta, junior, O-line, D-line.
Daniel Quintero, junior, O-line, D-line.
Max Gauger, junior, receiver, corner.
Clayton Cook, senior, receiver and linebacker.
Jordan Welling, senior, offensive right guard and defensive nose guard.
Jaron Welling, senior, center, and defensive nose guard. Grady Ivy, senior, left guard and defensive end.
Owen Russell, senior, offensive right tackle and nose guard on defense.
I'm Brecken Rich. I'm a senior, and I play running back and linebacker.
I'm Payne Caldwell. I'm a junior, and I play tackle and nose guard.
I'm Keenan Batt. I'm a senior. I play offensive right tackle and defensive end.
I'm Riker Pace. I'm a senior. I play tight end and linebacker.
Hollingshead drops back to pass. The throw is tipped, and Brooks Searle brings it in on the deflected pass, as that's his second interception of the night, and the Red Devils take over at their own 12. That starting lineup brought to you, or team lineup brought to you by Les Schwab, the right tires, whatever the weather. Looking to pass, it's Sims, and he gets Brooks Searle. What a catch by Brooks right here at the 44-yard line. We have to check that out again on the instant replay. Just a beautiful pass by Bronson Sims. Floats that high, puts it to where only Brooks can bring it in, and an acrobatic catch for the senior that has really made a name for himself this year. Ball on the 44-yard line of Lander Valley. Sims under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Wallace. He'll turn upfield on the near sideline. Picks up a couple as they'll give him the 48-yard line on the play. So a gain of 4. Second down and 6. Red Devils down by 7 here in the second quarter. 3 minutes, 28 seconds and counting till halftime. Invite you to stay tuned for our halftime show brought to you by Umatai Envision. Sims from under center, hands off to Wallace, and he will dance through the pile. Wallace into open space to the 10. He's gone. Touchdown, Red Devils. Braden Wallace with a 52-yard sprint, and the Red Devils are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Way to open up for him, boys. Knock it through, Brooks.
Searle to attempt the extra point.
Good job, Bobs.
Kick is up, and it is good.
I thought that was a miss.
So did I.
Red Devils tied up 7-7 on the T7 propane board after a 52-yard sprint by Braden Wallace. Right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Water testing, water development. development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintacountycd.com.
Carter Moore back into the game for the Evanston Red Devils, so that's good to see.
Go, Sergio.
Sergio Lozano to kick it away for the Red Devils. 3 minutes, 11 seconds left in the half. We invite you to stay tuned for our Uintah Iron Vision halftime show. We'll have our first half highlights and our Red Devil spotlight with Evanston's very own WyoPreps Athlete of the Week last week, volleyball player Tara Lawler. Of course, that's brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. Sergio Lozano kicks a line drive, brought in by Lander Valley. He's got room to work with, but he's wrapped up and brought down. There first was Max Gogger, it looked like. So he comes up, puts arms on the returner, McFadden, and now Lander Valley will start on their own 22. Three minutes, 4 seconds remaining here in the first half. 7-7 on the T7 propane board. Evanston winning the turnover battle 2-0 with 2 interceptions by Brooke Searle when they needed it. Hollingshead sends a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off on the misdirection to Howard Johnson Baker, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play out to the 30. Second down and 7. So a 3-yard gain.
Keep fighting, shut him down.
Still tied at 7. Ball on the 30. Far hash. Hollingshead in the gun, has 1 man in the backfield with him, 2 wide receivers on each end. Takes the snap. Handoff to Larvey. Or check that. That was actually to Braden Baker. And he gets close to the first down, and they're going to give it to him. First and 10, Lander Valley. Evanston will get the second half kickoff as there's 2 minutes and change left in this second quarter. Takes the snap. Hands off to Baker, who goes head first into the pile. Maybe gets 2 on the play. Second down and 8. Ball on the 38 of Lander Valley. They got the first touchdown of the game thanks to an 81 touchdown run by Braden Baker. Dropping back, Hollingshead going deep, and that is incomplete. Great pass coverage by Evanston's Timber Fitch.
Good job, 27. Good job, bud.
He was trying to hit McFadden, and Fitch says, I gotcha.
You have 12 out there.
A minute 21 left in this first half. Third down and 9 from their own 38 for Lander Valley.
Watch the big guy up the middle.
After the big stop by Timber Fitch. That ball would have been caught around the Evanston 35.
Screen pass through. Watch the screen.
Lander Valley's Hollingshead in the gun. Hands off to Baker, and he will go up the field, picks up a head of steam, out across the 40 of Evanston, and a huge pickup by Braden Baker. 1st and 10, Lander Valley, as he's out to the Red Devil 35-yard line. Clock still rolling, 1:02 and counting. Left in the half. Hollingshead takes the snap, hands off to Larvey, and he'll pick up about 6 or 7 on the play. Timeout taken by Lander Valley. It's their final one. I'm going to keep it right here to remind you about homecoming week. Lots of broadcasts, lots of fun coming your way next week. It all starts with Evanston Volleyball traveling to Star Valley. First quadrant matchup of the year for them as they'll take on the Braves in Afton on Tuesday. Schedule gets started about 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air around 5:15. Then we've got more Evanston Volleyball on Thursday, I believe. And, of course, the homecoming football game on Friday night at 7 o'clock against Green River. It's also the conference opener. Evanston Volleyball will host Jackson on Thursday. Evanston will play Green River on the football field in the homecoming game at 7 o'clock next Friday night at K. Fackrell Stadium. And then we'll have the Evanston Hall of Fame induction as well as the Evanston Swimming Invite on Saturday morning. That is the broadcast plan for homecoming 2024. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 28 of Evanston. Takes the snap. And the ball's loose. Picked up by Evanston. In the backfield. Is it? They may be making the call that he's down. Caden Marler came up with it. And it's a loss of yardage for for the Tigers. So Lander Valley on 3rd down and 7. Ball on the 28 of Evanston. Hollingshead takes the snap, back to pass, throws. That is incomplete. Thrown well short of the intended receiver, Howard Johnson Baker, as Carter Moore comes back from injury and puts a great pass defense down on that one. Brings up 4th and 3 with 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tied at 7 on the T7 Propane board.
Good job, Carter!
The Battle of the Bradens. Braden Baker with the 81 touchdown run for Lander Valley. Braden Wallace, the 51 touchdown run for Evanston. Big 4th down coming up. Lander Valley's going for it.
Dig in, boys.
4th and 3. Hollingshead in the gun. Takes the snap, and there's a flag on the play.
66 move.
The way Evanston's responding, that's going to push Lander Valley back. False start on the Tigers, back 5, and that now makes it a 4th and 8. With still 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 7-7 on the T7 Propane board. Hollingshead breaks the huddle, and they're actually going to go for it. Hollingshead takes the snap, has to pass, steps up, and he's flushed out. Take off running, and he's well short out to the 30. Caden Marler on the stop, turnover on downs to the Red Devils. And the clock with 31 seconds remaining.
Oh, is that close?
1st and 10, Red Devils.
Getting too wrapped up. I'm not paying attention.
Evanston and Lander Valley tied at 7.
Come on, White.
As Sims comes out with the play. And with 31 seconds left and all 3 timeouts, we'll see if Evanston makes it a priority to get points before the locker room and go 2 for 1 here. Sims pitches out to Wallace. Looking to turn up field and maybe picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up. Timeout, Red Devils. We're going to take it as well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callus Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callus Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
7-7 the score on the T7 Propane board. Elan Olliff coming to you live from Lander Valley. A unique setup they have here. They have the main press box, and then they have over on the visitors sideline a visitors press box. This is the only place I've been to that has that dual press box set up. As it'll be 1st and 10 on the 2nd down and 5 on the 33. Sims hands off to Rich. He'll take off and get the 1st down all the way out to the Red Devil. It's like 43-yard line. Timeout taken by Coach Moore. We'll keep it right here. 7-7 on the T7 Propane board, and it's all because of the scoring getting started with 8:02 left in this 2nd quarter. An 81-yard touchdown run by Braden Baker, and then Evanston's Braden responds with 52-yard touchdown run of his own with 3:11 left in the half. Earlier, Brooks Searle had a field goal attempt that just went wide. As Bridger Roberts flexing in front of the camera for us.
Looking good, Bridge. Come on, Bronson, smart ball, buddy.
All right, back to work. Bronson Sims in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back. Looking to pass, throws, and that is incomplete. Intended for Brooks Searle. Would have been caught around the 25-yard line of Lander Valley. 6 seconds remaining in the half. Third and 10. Ball on the Evanston 48. But with 6 seconds left, it might as well be 3rd and goal as you're going to try to get points here. Evanston does get the 2nd half kickoff. Sims takes the snap, drops back, decides to tuck it and run it. Gets to the 50 and is brought down, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. So halfway home. It is Evanston 7, Lander Valley 7 on the T7 Propane board. We'll be right back after this with our halftime show brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. After this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy has printed out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
The picture of our eyes arrived.
I want to see it.
Dad, can you tell me whose eyes are whose?
Yep, your eye's the bottom green one and hers is the top green one. In addition to easily observable differences in eyes, there are also variations in how our eyes view the world. Some of this has to do with our posture. At a conference earlier this year, our staff used a new device that provided customized measurements for glasses, taking into account a person's typical stance. Check it out the next time you want glasses that are uniquely fit to you. Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours.
Time for our halftime show brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. Your score at the half, it is Evanston 7, Lander Valley 7. We'll be right back after this with our first half highlights on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Introducing the Train Station, your ticket to the best modern outlaw country in Southern Rock. Wherever your adventure takes you, we have the perfect soundtrack to fuel your journey. From the heart of the country to the soul of the South, we're bringing you the hottest tracks 24/7. Tune in now to the Train Station, streaming live on mylocalradio.com. Your new favorite destination for authentic American music. Don't miss the train. Hop on board now.
And it's time for our first half highlights on our halftime show, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. Well, as we mentioned earlier, it's 7-7, Battle of the Bradens, as Braden Baker cracks off an 81-yard touchdown run with 8:02 left in the second, putting Lander Valley up 7-0 at that point. And then Braden Wallace for Evanston is able to get going for the Red Devils. He cracks off a 52-yard touchdown gallop, and it is tied at 7. Earlier in the game, Brooks Searle had a chance to make it a 3-0 Evanston lead at first, but he missed the field goal. But Brooks has more than made up for it with two great interceptions, one falling back in the end zone to take away a potential touchdown for Lander Valley, and the other one was brought in on a tip. It was tipped away by his teammate, and then Brooks went down to get it. Also a great falling back reception right here around the 45-yard line for Searle, as that is our first half highlights here on our Uinta Eye and Vision halftime show. Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have the Aspen Cinemas Student Spotlight with our very own WyoPreps Player of the Week on the girls' side. That would be Tara Lawler from the volleyball team. She got the award last week due to her phenomenal play at the Border Wars tournament. We're going to hear from Tara right after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Welcome to another edition of Red Devil Spotlight, sponsored by Aspen Cinemas. Joined now by Tara Lawler. Tara, you were just recently named WyoPrep's Athlete of the Week. What was your reaction when you got the news of that?
I was so excited. I was really proud of myself, and being able to accomplish that was a pretty big deal, and I was super excited about that.
It's in the early going, but you guys have had a great tournament season. Talk to me about what it's been like to kind of learn and grow along this group of girls.
Yeah, I think we've had we've been pretty steady already, and having almost the exact same team as last year has helped. We've really been able to, we know each other, how each other works, and we get along really well on the court, and I think that will really help us in the long run as well.
Talk to me about the conference this year. I mean, it's going to be a little bit different because it's not just quadrant games, it's all of these conference games, including the game against Natrona County this week. They're going to count towards postseason seeding. What kind of mindset do you guys have to kind of shift in order to get ready for this conference season?
Yeah, I think our mindset is a lot changed in practice too. We have built the intensity up a lot. We're a lot more on each other and pushing each other every day in practice. It has been it's super intense, and not just in practice obviously, but in games and everything, in tournament play and in everything like that. We've pushed each other really hard, and I think that will help us a lot.
I gotta ask, what is it like playing for your mom? You've watched her coach all these girls throughout the year, and now it's your turn.
Yeah, I love playing for her. We're definitely two different people on and off the court. She's awesome. I love playing for her. I love being around her, not just as my mom, but she's a great coach. She is very encouraging, but she teaches us a lot, and I love playing for her.
Not only do you guys have the conference match against Natrona County coming up here really quick, you guys are also in Casper for that Casper invite. It's kind of interesting because you have conference game, then you're going right back into tournament play. What are some goals that you guys have for yourselves besides obviously getting as many wins as possible?
Yeah, I think we want to be able to push ourselves and stay up there with the Casper Invite's a big tournament, play a lot of tough teams. It's a lot, and especially after having this game, it will be a lot of going, and I think we just want to keep, like I keep saying, keeping the intensity up and just push each other and keep going, and like you said, get as many wins as possible and just keep pushing.
Evanston hosts regionals this year. How excited are you for that?
I'm so excited. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait.
All right, I got one more question for you, and it's a bit of a put you on the spot one. So, since it is sponsored by Aspen Cinemas, this segment that is, what has been your favorite movie you've seen in Aspen Cinemas recently?
My favorite movie, what was the one that just came out about the girl, or it's Ryan Reynolds' wife? Did I make that up? What is it?
Oh, another athlete mentioned that. Something about It Ends With Us, I think is what it was.
That's been my favorite. I loved that movie. It was good.
What did you like about it?
I don't know. I love the actors. The girl was so pretty. I loved her. But I thought it was good. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know. It was fun.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Kai, and best of luck this year. You know we're pulling for you. Anything else for wrap it up?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Big thank you to Tara Lawler for joining us for our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight, inviting you to get your tickets now to The Wild Robot. Shipwrecked on a deserted island, a robot named Roz must learn to adapt to its new surroundings. Building relationships with the native animals, Roz soon develops a parental bond with an orphaned gooseling. That is The Wild Robot, starting September 27th. And right now, when you look at the reviews on it, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So this one with 35 reviews in. So this one is a very good one that you don't want to miss. Get your tickets to The Wild Robot starting September 27th. But you can get your tickets today by scanning the QR code on the graphic or visiting their website at aspencinemas.com. Also, a quick hello to everybody watching at the watch party at Aspen Cinemas. You can catch every Evanston Red Devil game on every road Evanston Red Devil football game, that is. So the next one will be at Cody on October 6th. You can catch that at Aspen Cinemas if you can't make it to the game. So head on down to the watch party. Tara Lawler got that Wild Preps Female Athlete of the Week because of her performance at Border Wars. Here are the stats: 51 kills, a 6-2 record, 64 digs, and 18 aces, where they beat South, Lyman, Bonneville, Idaho, number 2, Tabiona, Utah, Kemmer, and Manila. So good showing there for Tara Lawler. She's starting to get some statewide recognition, as I think everybody in Evanston knew would be the case at some point. That's our Aspen Cinemas Red Devil Spotlight. Again, reminding you to check out The Wild Robot starting September 27th. The reviews are great on this one. I cannot wait to see it and hope you join me. Scan the QR code on the graphic for your tickets or get your tickets at aspencinemas.com. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll get set for the second half. It's 7-7 on the T7 propane board. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Your life is busy, and there are many people who count on you every day. You have to show up. At Freeway Tire, we understand you are an important person and your time is valuable. That's why we have top quality mechanics and a team of experts. Whether you are coming in for an oil change and tire rotation or more extensive service on your vehicle, we can diagnose and fix the problem quickly and correctly. We'll work hard to get you back on the road as soon as possible so you don't skip a beat in your busy life. Freeway Tire, vehicle maintenance, from oil changes to engine rebuild. 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Just like our Red Devils athletes need breaks to come back and perform at their highest level, our eyes also need breaks. Everyone knows that 20/20 is perfect vision. The 20/20 rule is a great way to help our eyes come back to perform at their highest level. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break from your book, phone, or computer. In addition, it helps to look at something 20 feet away and blink 20 times to help relax your focus and refresh the surface of your eyes. Keep your eyes performing well so you can continue to enjoy watching the Red Devils compete.
When you need your eyes examined, call 307-789-3937.
Now blink!
Marks the end of our UNT Iron Vision halftime show. UNT Iron Vision, where our vision is to improve yours and the Red Devils' vision. With the ball coming back to them to start this second half, get the lead of the game here, as they have had their opportunities. Just that number 2 rushing defense has been able to stop them. As Evanston also looking to go to the air a little bit more, and Brooke Searle has definitely been a benefactor of that. We'll see if we can get, if Clayton Cook can get involved, the big target for Coach Sims. As the Red Devils looking to try to start to put some momentum on their side. For the Lander Valley Tigers, everything's going according to plan. They've done a very good job. chewing up the clock, making the most of their opportunities. However, getting stopped on fourth down and some turnovers have kind of been a thorn in their side here tonight. As Evanston in the white, Lander Valley in the green. Evanston will line up on the right side to receive the second half kickoff. So here we go, 12 minutes on the clock. As we talked about it in the pregame show on our Keys of the Game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. Trench Warfare was going to be the name of the game here tonight, and so far it has been. Some coaches would call it football in a phone booth. Is a phone booth an outdated statement now? Makes you wonder. As Bronson Sims warms up on the sideline.
Let's go, Devils.
Waiting for Lander Valley in all black, or excuse me, all green, black numerals with a black helmet to come out. Evanston, white uniforms, blue pants, red numerals, clean red helmet. Lander Valley with that Lander Tiger logo on the side of their helmets. Last year, Evanston had the Block E when conference started. We'll see if that comes back out for the conference season next Friday when they open up at homecoming against Green River. It'll be the first homecoming night game in a while. So that's something I know everybody's excited about. As now you've got multiple Red Devils throwing the ball back and forth with Bronson Sims to stay warm while they're waiting on the Tigers. Their huddle about to break up. Elan Olliff coming to you live from Lander Valley High School in Lander, Wyoming. About 3 hours away from Evanston. Glad to see people got here safe tonight. And of course, wish them a safe trip back home at the conclusion of this one.
You'll see Jackie out there helping him get in it, and she'll be gagging. She'll just be like, look.
As here comes the Tigers. And a kick for Lander Valley. Looks like it is Caleb Andrews, the sophomore. Back to return, Searle and Wallace for the Red Devils.
Let's go, boys!
Andrews kicks it away, and that will go right into the arms of Brooks Searle. He starts on the near sideline, crossfield to the near, now cuts back to the far sideline. Searle out to the 50 and is brought down. And Brooks Searle with a great return, and they're actually going to give him the 49 of Lander Valley. So great return there for Brooks.
Good job, 6.
First and 10 Red Devils. Brooks Searle, can you say Pepsi player of the game with how he's gone tonight? Sims in the gun. 2 wide receivers on the far end. Takes the snap. Hands off to Rich. And he's going to get for the line of scrimmage and not much more, as there's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. False start on the Red Devils. So that'll push them back 5 yards.
Come on, boys.
So back to their own 46. Oh.
There's decline. Go back to the scrimmage. Then go back to the line of scrimmage.
Penalty if they declined it.
He got it to the line of scrimmage, didn't he, on the run? Yeah. They gave us a loss of 2 yards.
So they decline it, and the spot is a loss of 2 on the play.
All right, let's go.
Second down and 12. Ball on the 48 of Evanston. Sims takes the snap, hand off to Rich, and gains about maybe a yard on the play. Out to the 49 of Evanston. 3rd and 12 coming up. Just getting started here in the third quarter. Evanston got the opening kickoff in the second half, but the penalty kind of hurt them. Sims on 3rd and 12 takes the snap. Goes for the pass intended for Searle. Tried to go screen pass, but just overthrew him out of his reach. And it'll be 4th and 12.
Come on, Braun.
Finn McFadden back to receive the punt from Jesse Page. Snap right at his belly, and he puts that one high. Good looking punt there. That one will take a Lander, now an Evanston roll. Picked up by the Red Devils. And Lander Valley will start around, looks like, inside their own 20s. So 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 18. 10 and a half to play here in the third quarter. Hollingshead and company. Breaks huddle and away we go. Takes the snap, hands it off to Baker, and he is met by 2 Red Devils. He gets a decent game on the play. Second down and 6 coming up from the 22-21 yard line, 2nd and 7. Hollingshead. And the split backs. Takes the snap, and there's a flag on the play. This is going to be false start on Lander Valley. And that'll push them back 5 more, 2nd and 12. .944 and counting left in the third quarter. As Lander Valley, whenever they have the ball, that clock continues to just move tonight. That'll push them back to their own 16. Hollingshead, 2nd down and long. Takes the snap, pitches it over to Baker, and he'll get out to about the 19-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Seven on the T7 Propane board here in the 3rd quarter. 8:35 and counting. Just about a minute elapsing between plays. Hollingshead takes the snap. Hands off to Larvey, and he will be short of the first down. Needed 8 or 7. He got about 6, so it'll be 4th and 1 coming up. Punting team coming out for Lander Valley. Back to receive for Evanston is Wallace. Braden Baker will punt for the Tigers. Low snap, gets it and puts it high. That one will drop right around the 50 and roll all the way to the inside the 30. It took Tiger roll after Tiger roll after Tiger roll. And for the Tigers, it's great. Sorry, I could not help myself. Inside the 30 for the Red Devils. At the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Evanston. Sims in the gun. Takes the snap. Hands off, but drops the football. Rich fumbles. And Lander Valley saying they got it. And the officials agree. Big turnover to Lander Valley with 7.5 to play here in the 3rd. And that punt might as well work like a deep pass. One play later, it's back to the Tigers as they'll take over around the 25 of Evanston. Split backs for Hollingshead. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Baker, and he'll go into the pile, and he is going to get maybe about a yard on the play. 2nd and 9. 7:07 left. Ball on the Evanston 23 as the clock continues to roll.
Let's go, Evanston!
Hollingshead in the gun. 2 split out towards the near side. Takes the snap. Throws right side. That is caught at the 20 by Howard Johnson Baker. Bronson Sims on the hit for the Red Devils. And that'll put them 3rd and 2 after the 6-yard gain. Ball on the 17 of the Red Devils. Looking for the 15-yard line if you are Lander Valley. 3rd down coming up. Full house backfield. 3 running backs behind Hollingshead. Hands off. Looked like that was Burton as he is driven down to the ground. He'll get the 1st down. And it was Parker Burton. Picks up 5, and it's 1st and 10 Tigers. With 5.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. We have breaking news from Coach Jerry Carroll about Evanston Golf. When we get this play done. Another full house backfield for the Tigers. Hands off this time to Baker, and Clayton Cook puts his arms around him and takes him down. So, day one of state golf is in the books. Both boys and girls are in second place. Riker Lind is your leader after day one. That text from Coach Carroll, thank you so much. When we talked with him last week, he said it was going to be a hotly contested contest. And so far, it has proven to be just that over for the Golf State Championship. But Riker Lind in the lead after day one of the individual competition. Hand off to Baker, and he will go forward. Picks up maybe 2 on the play. 3rd and 7 coming up. Ball on the 8-yard line. So this is kind of a de facto 3rd and goal, really. Check that, 3rd and goal from the 6. They just move the scoreboard around. Now handoff to Burton, and he can't find his feet. Actually, that was Howard Johnson Baker. He can't find his feet. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down, let's go, White.
See if they kick the field goal or if they're going to go for it. And the field goal team comes out for Lander Valley, looking to regain the lead, as this has been knotted up since the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Andrews to attempt the field goal. Kick is up, and it is blocked. Clayton Cook went up and got it and knocked it down.
Had to be Clayton. That's all I seen was arms.
Clayton Cook used his large frame to go above the line and knock that thing down and keep this thing tied. And then on top of that, had the awareness to bring down the ball carrier for Landers. They tried to pick it up and run it after the blocked field goal. And now the Red Devils take over on their own 8. 1st and 10. Sims under center. Takes the snap. Handoff to Wallace, who gets rid of one tackler, but is brought down after a gain of about 2 on the play.
Let's go, White, let's go.
2nd down and 1. Or excuse me, 2nd down and 9 after a gain of 1. Ball on the 9-yard line of the Red Devils. Riker Pace will take a well-deserved break. Sims goes under center. Takes the snap, pitches it back out towards the right side, turning upfield, trying to keep the feet moving. I think that was Wallace. It was. As Wallace will get it.
Come on, White,
maybe
let's go,
to
bro.
the 10. So a gain of 1 for Wallace. 3rd and long. Sims rolling towards his right. Tucks it and tries to go upfield, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. He'll get it.
Nice.
They just called it short, actually. They marked him a yard short, and the Red Devils will have to punt it away. Jesse Page to punt. High snap over Page's head. He's got to go to the end zone and gets the punt off. Wow, what a play. And it's going to roll to the 45, keep rolling, finally picked up at the 41. What a play by Page as Timber Fitch guards it and shepherds it all the way back to around the Lander Valley 40. That thing went over Page's head. He had to go back into the end zone, get it, and then drop kick it on the run. 1st and 10 from their own 41 for Lander Valley. 7-7 on the T7 Propane board. Hollingshead in the gun, 2 backs back there with him. Ball on the 41-yard line near hash. 1st and 10 for Lander. Evanston with the defensive shift. Handoff to Baker, and he'll get out to the 46, so a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Tigers. Their own 46. They got to get to the Evanston 49 in order to pick up this 1st down. In the 3rd quarter, we've got 47 seconds left as the clock continues to roll. Hollingshead in the gun. 7-7 on a Friday night in Lander. Hollingshead takes the snap, looking for the pass, wide open, caught at the 45 to the 50. Into Evanston territory, flag thrown as he gets it to about the 30 of Evanston. About a 24-yard gain on the play. We'll see if it's coming back, though. Judging from Lander Valley's reaction, they are marching back. Flag was thrown downfield. Might be a block in the back. We'll see. Holding on Lander Valley.
Okay, we got one, guys. Let's go.
So that'll put them back at the 40, their own 45. 2nd down and 6.
Go, White. Let's go. Get up. Get up.
And the clock continues to roll to the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, at the end of 3, we are no different than where we started, knotted up at 7. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Start of the 4th quarter, 2nd down and 7 from their own 45 for Lander Valley. 7-7 game. Handoff to Baker, and he will go forward to about the 4-yard gain. So they're going to give him the 49, it looks like, of Evanston. That brings up 3rd and 2. Evanston trying to lock down, get the ball back here in the 4th quarter in a tied defensive struggle, 7-7. Both touchdowns scored on runs over 50 yards. 82 for Braden Baker, 52 for Braden Wallace. All in the 2nd quarter. Hollingshead in the gun on 3rd and 2. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Throws. That is well over the intended receiver. Coverage by Carter Moore, and a flag is thrown. At this, looks like the 27-yard line. 27-28. It's pass interference on the Red Devils. Gives them a first down. Ball on the 36-yard line for Lander Valley as they are in Evanston territory. 7-7 on the T7 propane board. Timeout taken. We'll take it as well. Well, tied at 7 on the T7 board. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and the Big Dog.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
1st and 10. Ball on the Evanston 36 for Lander Valley. Hollingshead in the gun has Baker off of his right hip. Takes the snap, flicks it out to Baker, and he is brought down by a host of Red Devils, pushed back. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. More likely a 2nd down and 8 coming up for Lander Valley. Tie ball game. 7-7. As Evanston's trying to find some momentum here in the late going of this one. Lander Valley, though, with the way they run the football constantly, that clock hardly stops. So you got to think they've got their eyes on a methodical drive, leaving Evanston very little time to work with. Handoff to Larvey, and he goes into the pile, and the tug of war. He's pushed back. Maybe gains a yard on the play. 3rd and 7 coming up. Ball on the 33-yard line of Evanston. As the Tigers break the huddle. Hollingshead on 3rd down. 6 to go on the Evanston 33. Drops back. Looking to pass, and he is hit by Haas, but he gets away. Tries to turn upfield and dives. Clayton Cook on top of him. The ball comes loose. They're going to rule him down, but it's 4th down. Taryn Haas had a great chance there.
They'll probably go. Let's go. Big play, boys.
And a huge play coming up. Need some energy if you're Evanston. 4th and 6. Ball on the 32. Evanston makes some noise at home for these guys on a big 4th down.
Big play. Let's go. Get up. Get after him.
Fourth down. 6 to go. Ball on the 32. Hollingshead drops back, rolling towards his right. Tucks it. And he's wrapped up and brought down. He's not going to get there. A huge play by Grady Ivy. We've called his name all year, and we call his name tonight as Ivy with the stop. First and 10 Red Devils on their own 31. 7-7 on the T7 propane board. Strong I formation. Sims under center. Takes the snap, pitches it out to Wallace. He finds Green. Wallace to the far sideline. Wallace over the 45 of Lander Valley and brought down.
Yeah, Brayden!
Riker Pace was keeping up with him, giving him the blocking he needed there. And it'll be first and 10 on the 41 of Lander for the Red Devils after that run by Braden Wallace.
Let's go!
Sims in the gun.
Mark the ball!
Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, but he doesn't fool any of the Tigers. As he'll be helped up by Parker Burton, who makes the hit. Ball on the 42-yard line of Lander Valley, second down and 11. Clock still rolling with 7:44 left in the fourth. Sims in the gun, takes the snap, keeps it himself, rolling towards the right, pass caught by Wallace at the 40, and he almost gets out to the 35. And is that yellow? It is. Flag on the play.
Maybe he's scratching himself.
Horse collar against Lander. Depending on what side of the field you're sitting on, you're happy with that call, or you're not very happy with that call. Because you can hear it from both sides right now. And the Red Devils will get marched all the way to, it's hard to tell from this angle. Just outside the 20 is what we'll say. First and 10 from the 22. Sims in the gun, takes the snap, rolling towards his left, tries to turn upfield, and he is brought down. Flag on the play on the hit. As it looked like Baker kind of jumped up on top of him and drove him down, but the flag is against Evanston, holding. So I'll back him back up. First and 20, back at the 32-yard line of Lander Valley. Sims under center, strong I formation. Page, the fullback, flag on the play. False start on the Red Devils. Backs them back even more to the, it's like the 37-yard line. That'll bring up first and 25. Under 7 minutes to play here in Lander. Tie ball game. Sims in the gun, trips to the right side. Cook, Wallace, and Searle. He throws that right side. That is knocked down. coming up and making the play for Lander Valley is Jackson Conder, the defensive lineman. And it'll be 2nd and 25 from the 37 of Lander. Big opportunity here. Evanston needs to get some yardage here. 2nd and 25 is fine as long as 3rd down is manageable. Sims driving back to pass, throws, that is intercepted at the 15 to the 25. Flag on the play after, and another flag. Interception brought in by Finn McFadden. See what these flags are. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. As Lander Valley will have to go 75 yards with just under 6.5 left in the 4th.
Come on, guys! Start the ball, Bronze!
One penalty on Lander, that's declined. And another penalty on Evanston, or a penalty on Evanston, so it's going to be offsetting. First and 10, Tigers. Ball on the 25-yard line of Evanston. As the defense will have to take over and make a stop. Hollingshead in the gun, split backs. Now the officials having another conference. Elan Olliff coming to you live from the broadcast booth here in Lander Valley. Hollingshead, split backs, takes the snap, hands off to, looks like, Larvey. And he will get out to the 30, so a gain of about 5 on the play. So 2nd down and medium coming up. Ball on the 29 is where they spot it. So it's a gain of 4 for 2nd and 6. Under 6 minutes to play in this 4th quarter. As both defenses have stood strong here tonight. Hollingshead, split backs. Takes the snap, it's down low, handoff, wrapped up, brought down quickly. That was Baker. Baker's 34, Larvey 24, so you gotta wait until the dust clears until you kind of see where they went with that on this run heavy option that we see from Lander Valley. Ball on the 30-yard line of Lander. 3rd down and 5. 5 minutes left in the 4th. Big 3rd down for Evanston. Hollingshead takes the snap. Hands off to Larvey, gets a block, turns upfield. Larvey to the 50, the 45, 40. He's out across the 30, 20. Lander Valley takes the lead. A 70-yard touchdown run. think that was Larby. It might have been Baker. It's hard to tell. They have very similar looks. It is Baker with a 70-yard touchdown run. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-7, Lander Valley. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
A 70-yard touchdown run by Braden Baker, his second of the game, and that trend of all the touchdowns coming in from over 50 yards out on the ground continues to hold as Lander Valley will get ready for the kick. Caleb Andrews, the sophomore, will kick again for Lander Valley. As they lead the Red Devils 14-7 on the T7 propane board. The Red Devils with 4.5 minutes to work with. That is enough time to do some damage. As this one is a line drive kick right at Searle outside the end zone. Searle with another great return. Searle gets to across the 35 and is brought down. So the Red Devils will start just outside their own 40 with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left in the fourth, down by 7. Another nail-biting finish for Evanston on the road here in Fremont County. Sims in the gun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Tucks and runs, and Sims will get a gain of about 5 on the play out to the 43-yard line. Ball in between the hashes as the Red Devils still with the clock rolling, 3 minutes, 44 seconds, 2nd and 6 from the 42. Sims takes the snap, hands off to Wallace, and he'll squirt through, bust to the far sideline, and gets into Lander Valley territory. Shoved out of bounds around the 44 of Lander. On the far sideline. 1st and 10 Red Devils. Breckenridge checks in for Jesse Page. Sims in the gun. Rich off his right hip, it looks like. Sends Wallace in motion from near, far to near. Sims back to pass, throws. Intended for Wallace, would have been caught around the line of scrimmage. But it drops down to the turf.
Let's go!
2nd down and 10. Hanks checks in for the Red Devils. Second down and 10. Ball in the 44 of Lander Valley, down by 7. Sims keeps it himself, runs, gets to about the 30, or 41, 42 yard line. Timeout taken by the Red Devils. Will take it as well. Lander Valley 14, Evanston 7 on the T7 propane board. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Tigers up 14-7 on the T7 propane board here in the fourth quarter. But Evanston with the ball, 3rd and 8 from the Lander Valley 42 with just over 3 minutes to play. Have to get to around the 33, 34 yard line. Sims in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws, that is caught, and no! In and out of the hands of Brooke Searle. 4th down coming up. Would have been caught around the 40-yard line on the near sideline as the Red Devils have no choice but to go for it. Fourth down, 8 to go. With just over 3 minutes to play. Might be Evanston's final chance. Sims, back to pass. Tucks it and goes himself. Out across the 4, gets to the 35. Stretch for the first down, it's going to be close. Yes! Big 9-yard gain by Bronson Sims on 4th and 8. And the Red Devils keep it alive. Sims takes the snap, keeps it himself, goes towards the right side. Sims out of bounds inside the 30. Pickup of about 7 yards. As the ball's about the 27-yard line. Sims throws right side, caught by Searle, turns upfield, gets out of bounds around the 20 for the first down. Clock stops with 2:48 remaining in the fourth. 1st and 10, they mark them at the 20. Sims getting ready to take the snap, but a timeout called by Lander Valley. It is their second, and we'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football. It's live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
After the Lander Valley timeout, 14-7 Tigers with 2:48 left in the fourth quarter. Red Devils 1st and 10 from the Lander Valley 20. Sims in the gun, has Rich back there with him. Takes the snap, looking to pass, throws towards the end zone, that is caught. Riker Pace, touchdown Red Devils! We couldn't go into that corner of the end zone because the obstructed view, but Riker Pace with the touchdown reception on the near corner of the end zone, and the Red Devils are an extra point away from tying it up. Brooks Searle to kick the extra point. Timeout taken by the Red Devils. We're going to keep it right here. Question is, with 2:43 remaining, do you take the chance to take the lead? With the way Lander Valley has been running the ball, they can eat up 2 minutes and change fairly easily, but Evanston has had some quick stops as well. So do you kick the extra point? Evanston, last time they were in an overtime game was the game against Jackson 2 years ago, when Evanston actually came back down by 21 at the half, but fell to the Bronx in overtime. So now we'll see if Evanston's going to try to get it to a tie game or if they're going to go for this. We're about to find out. Evanston says lead or trail by 1. They're going for it. Sims under center. Takes the snap. Handoff to Wallace, and he tries to find his way in, and he is short. A yard short. It was a risky call, and had it worked, but there's a flag in the backfield. Coach wants his guys off the field. Both coaches do. While they discuss this. Flag is in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Red Devils after the fact. Well, it was one of those moves that we knew if they got it, it would be one of those plays of the week throughout the entire state. If you come up short, you put yourself in a rather precarious position. And with 2:41 remaining in the fourth, here we go. As that'll push the Red Devils back even further for the kickoff because of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Sergio Lozano, he's the second kicker used by Evanston, but the Red Devils didn't get to get their first and number 1 kicker out there. See what he does here in this situation. And it is an onside kick, and that one is brought in by Lander Valley. Flag on the play after the fact. Looks like it's going to be on Evanston.
Football.
I couldn't be sure, but I think I just heard the announcer on the other side of the field say false start Evanston was the call. But I'm not sure if that's what he said or not. Anyway, 2 minutes, 41 seconds, not a second went off the clock of that play. Hollingshead, 1st and 10 from the Red Devil 36. Handoff is up the middle, and it is Larvey. Timeout Red Devils will take it as well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
One thing we heard from Coach Jim Burton in the pregame coaches show was that Lander Valley needed to be better at getting off to a faster start. It wasn't a fast start per se, but they did dictate the pace of this game, holding the lead the entire time. Evanston has not led once. They've trailed and they've tied. Packed backfield for Hollingshead. Hands off to Baker, and he will get out to about the 32-yard line. 3rd down coming up. Gain of about 2 on the play, so 3rd and 5 or 6. They call it 3rd and 5 as it's a gain of 3 to the 31. Parker Burton runs onto the field for Lander Valley. Now a big 3rd down for Hollingshead and company. They are taking their time with this clock, 1:52 remaining. Hollingshead hands off to Baker, and he's brought down by Caden Marler. He's about short. By a yard. 4th and 1 from the Evanston 27. Clock is still rolling with 1:20. And Lander Valley runs to the sideline for their huddle. And it seems like Lander will be content to take a delay of game penalty here. No timeout called by Lander. We're going to keep it right here. 54 seconds left. 4th down and 1. 14-13 Lander Valley. Evanston gets a 20-yard touchdown reception from Riker Pace with 2:41 left. They opt to risk it, put all their cards on the table, go all in. And unfortunately, Braden Wallace stuffed at the 1. And then Evanston tries the onside kick. Lander Valley gets it back with great field possession, and that's how we find ourselves here, as Evanston has done a great job stopping them on this drive, forcing a 4th and 1. As this could very well be the game right here. 54 seconds, 4th down and 1 for Lander. They're up by 1. Evanston, no timeouts remaining. They need a stop here to give themselves a chance. Lander Valley gets a 1st down, it's over. Hollingshead taking his time with the count. Takes the snap, quarterback sneak, and he got it. Lander Valley gets the first down, and they are going to walk away with a nail-biting victory. And Evanston will drop to 1-3, losing their last two by a combined total of 5. 4 last week, 1 this week. Hollingshead in the victory formation. He'll kneel it. And that should do it. A nail-biter of a game. Unfortunately, Evanston comes out on the wrong side of this one. Could have gone either way. Lander Valley with a hard-fought victory. Evanston, still keep your heads up high as you made the plays when you needed to. You kept this game exciting. And as the clock hits zeros, it reads Lander Valley 14, Evanston 13, your final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. We'll be right back after this with our postgame show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Your final score on the T7 Propane scoreboard, it's Lander Valley 14, Evanston 13. Time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meet. The scoring opens up with 8:02 left in the second quarter as Lander's Braden Baker takes off for an 81-yard touchdown, making it 7-0 Lander. Earlier in the game, before that, Brooks Searle had a chance to put the Red Devils up by 3, but unfortunately couldn't quite hit the field goal. Later on in the second quarter, with 3:11 left in the half, Braden Wallace busts off a 52-yard touchdown gallop and knots it up at 7. With 4:31 left in the fourth quarter, Baker, this time from 70 yards out, give him 2 touchdowns, and on those 2 touchdowns, he ran a combined 151 yards, making it 14-7 Lander with 4:31 left in the game. Then with 2:41 left, dropping back to pass, Bronson Sims fires towards the near far corner of the end zone, and Riker Pace pulls it down. Evanston lines up for the game-tying extra point, and then a timeout is called. Judging from the conversation, it looked like that the team decided they wanted to go for it and try to take the lead. We'll talk with Coach more about that, I'm sure, in a second, because it really did look like one of those deals where the team talked it over and then they came out and they went for it. Unfortunately, Braden Wallace is stuffed at the 1, and the onside kick is recovered by Lander Valley. On 4th and 1, the Tigers pick up a first down with under a minute to go. They kneel it out, and that is the ball game. Your final score, Lander Valley 14, Evanston 13 on the T7 Propane board. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. We'll be right back with our Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast booth for our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And we are going to give it to Riker Pace. Bronson Sims from the Lander Valley 20-yard line, 2 minutes, 41 seconds, down by 7. Sims drops back to pass. Floats one up high, and Riker Pace is able to pull it in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown for Evanston, making it a 14-13 game. That is our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry. It was a great catch by Riker. We've been waiting to see him go off all year, and now he has opened up his account in 2024. So congratulations to Riker Pace, the recipient of our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. And, of course, that's brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Pepsi Player of the Game, hopefully a conversation with Coach Steve Moore, and then we'll wrap things up from Lander. Again, your final score on the T7 Propane board, it's Tigers 14, Red Devils 13 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse of what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven at 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
And we welcome you back one more time to Lander. The final score on the T7 Propane board, Lander Valley 14, Evanston 13. It's time for our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi, and who is better tonight? Well, we're going to go with Brooks Searle. Not one, but two major interceptions for Evanston. The first one was a touchdown robbing interception as he caught it in the end zone and stopped the Tigers on what looked like a promising first drive. And then the second one was an acrobatic, just kind of deflected towards the turf, and Searle dives, pulls it in for his second interception of the night. And then he also had quite a few acrobatic receptions as well, as Brooks Searle starting to become a great target for quarterback Bronson Sims. So we're going to see if Coach Moore is going to come up and talk to us. Right now, the team is still meeting. Of course, we understand they have a long drive back to Evanston. Want to get out of here and get home at a decent hour. So we'll give him a little bit more time to come up here. But again, the Red Devils fall 14-13. Your final score on the T7 Propane board, as it looks like he's heading this way. So we will get a short conversation with Coach Steve Moore, as they didn't come out and get the victory like they hoped, but man, there's lots to be proud of. They didn't give up. They fought all the way to the end. I personally respect them for risking it and going for that for two to try to get the lead, because the way that Lander Valley was running the football, you don't know if you were going to get another chance back to take the lead. And the Red Devils definitely showed a lot of heart, a lot of grit, and a lot of determination here tonight. Again, your final score, it is Lander Valley 14, Evanston 13, as the Red Devils will get ready for the Green River Wolves on Friday night. A week from tonight, 7 o'clock, homecoming game. First time we've had a homecoming game in a few years at night. So that will be awesome to have at K. Fackrell Stadium under the lights as we celebrate homecoming 2024. Joining us now in the broadcast booth, we have Evanston football coach Steve Moore. Coach Moore, not the one that you guys wanted, but you guys fought, and you guys have the last 2 weeks. What can you say about just kind of the effort that the boys put in kind of in crunch time there?
I don't know. I didn't think we came out ready to play tonight. I'll take that on me. That's my fault. There was some effort there, and some kids stepped up, but just overall as a unit, I'm not sure. I just told them we all need to look in the mirror, including myself, probably most importantly. And Lander's got some guys. I said that all week long, that they've got a good team. But I just didn't think we came out and played Red Devil football.
Riker Pace gets his first touchdown reception, a huge play for him. I know that young man has worked hard in practice. What was it like to kind of see that come to fruition in such a clutch moment?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We saw him up, pressed on him. We knew he could get him. Riker does a good job with his body and getting in position. And a great play for him, and excited for him. That was a good, really good moment for us and him for sure.
I got to ask, after that touchdown, you guys come out, line up for the extra point, and then call a timeout. Was it a team decision that you guys all decided you wanted to kind of go for that?
I kind of mentioned that if we score, I'm going to go for 2. Just with the way the game was going, I felt like we needed to go for 2 and try to get out of here with a victory. Just with the way things were going, just everything. I kind of felt that way. Probably shouldn't have called the timeout there and just ran it with my gut. And then that was my fault. That was bad game management and something I definitely need to improve on for sure.
I definitely understand, because with 2 minutes, 41 seconds the way Lander was running the ball, there's no guarantee you guys are getting that back and avoiding overtime.
Right.
Coach, it's one that I'm sure you guys are going to move on from, and you guys will be ready for Green River. Thank you so much for the time. We're going to let you go. We know you got a long drive, and safe travels back to Evanston. Thank you so much for the time. That's Coach Steve Moore of the Evanston Red Devils.
Appreciate it. Go Big Red.
And that's going to do it for our broadcast here in Lander. Again, your final score, it's Lander 14, Evanston 13. A big thank you to and again, that's on the T7 Propane scoreboard. A big thank you to our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, our webmaster, Sean Hando, our executive and producer and owner, Val Cook, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our sales associates, Julie Burley, Julie Nelson, and Sarah Pay, as well as the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports Network. We have Voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, the group voices of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Bradley Holmes, Cullen Pace, and Rob Leifson, as well as voice of the Westside Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Jace Andrews, and voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm Elan Olliff saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. We're going to take a little bit of time off, but we're right back at it again on Tuesday as Evanston journeys to Star Valley to take on the Lady Braves on the volleyball court. Varsity game scheduled at 6 o'clock. Pregame by Cazin's Ace and Furniture scheduled for 5:15 live from Afton. Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.